record this computer. Recording. Okay. All right, folks, this is week 13. And just to you guys understand how it's going to go right here. The way it works is typically, as you probably know, is you can, oh, they got a 3D printer right in here, huh? Yeah. That's cool. Oh, what are they making? Huh. Oh. Nice orange. That's cool. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. Okay. Well, here, what's going on then is we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue on here. And so we've got the census class is 15. And then if you do a final, you come in the last week is the week of one, which would be 19. So it would be 19th. So our last class would be 12th. Okay. So the 19th, because we're not going to be taking, that's just getting too deep into the year. You got it kind of rearranged, you know, the schedule and so forth to do this. So we're not doing the final week. Our last class will be 12th. That means you have 3 weeks left. Okay, so tonight, then we have Thanksgiving, then we have the 5th, and we have one more. So the project we're working on tonight is a 2-week project, okay, which starts tonight, and then we have 2 weeks, and then we come back and we finish it. Okay, so we'll get about halfway done tonight. That's what we're doing. And then after that, the last night, which is the 12th, I call it the Victory Lap project, because when you're done with this one, it's not a final in the sense of just like, you know, you're all sweaty and you think you failed. This is going to be, it's going to kick it right through the uprights. You know, it's going to be an easy extra point. It'll be no problem. And to use a football analogy, okay. But the thing is, speaking of which, yeah, guys, how was your opportunity last week?
I won. Surprising. Yeah, I was down 45 points. I had Joe Mixon.
I got slaughtered this week. My nephew beat me. He's up like 10, and he just has his Jack team. He has like almost all Detroit Lions. The Lions blew out the Jaguars last week, 52-6. I don't know what to say. The Detroit Lions started my whole life. This is a different world. The Bills are looking good, looking real good. So it could be a Bills Lions Super Bowl, which
as someone who doesn't watch football, I would be excited.
Yeah. Well, the Lions, they're both really fun to watch. The Lions are even more fun because they do crazy stuff. Every week they're just like pulling some crazy playoff and doing some kind of hook and ladder, you know, kind of whipping the ball around. You've got, it's just crazy. You've got offensive linemen going out for passes and stuff. It's just, they're great. Anyway, so we'll see what happens. It'd be an interesting thing with our family as far as that goes. So, okay, so that's where we're going, and we're going to record all this. So anyway, this project that we're working on, this final one, I actually started this when I debuted this one last semester. And the thing is, this is a Townhouse project. Finally, last semester, I went into, it was the first time I did a completely Revit-only class. And because I thought it was a good idea, and I'm very sure. Oh, by the way, if anyone's interested, I just got a query for people that have been in my class to be considered for employment. And if that's something you would like, let me know. I know that Mr. D, what's his last? I was thinking it's deepest line. No, sorry, DiPietro. Is that Delucia? I know all these Italians.
You have to hear him say his last name to understand it.
Oh, Delucia. Okay. Okay. He puts a spin on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, here's the crazy thing. I'm going to just kind of go off subject matter a little bit here. I'm going to show you this. Maybe you never thought of this before, but think of this right now. What is a common Mexican name? Last name. Lopez. Okay. Martinez. Gonzalez. All right. Pretty easy to come up with, right? And if you come up with common English names, Smith, Miller, Martin. You German, Schmidt, you know, Bauer. Think of a common name in Italian. They're all individual.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy? So it's like you got, that is really a unique thing. I mean, it really is. And I don't really know. I think it's probably because it's a family and territory kind of like centric. I think that's kind of like what they do. So I think that's why that is. But they're the only European type of country, civilization, nation, whatever, what you want to call them, ethnicity that actually has that, which I thought, that's kind of crazy. I don't really know what it is, but it's true though. They're all individual names. Okay, so anyway, what we got going here, this is the townhouse. And this townhouse right here, as I was saying, you know, I was talking to, so anyway, so DeLucia, Pat DeLucia, what's going on with him right now is he got me in touch with this guy. His name is, I think his name is Weber, his last name is Weber. And he's looking for people who know Revit, okay? And I told him what I taught you, okay? So it could be, I said, it could be a great entry-level position. You come in, you've been in my class, you know the basics, which puts you head and shoulders above most people because you know what you're looking at when you look at Revit. You can actually open it up, you know what a Revit file is. You should know by now what a template is. You should know. You should know how not to start something by double clicking on the template. You got to resave it, but you know how to get around that. You know how to put in families, you know how to put in components, you know how to do that. You know what a building consists of, the basics, okay? Now that's enough for you to get your foot wedged in the door. And one of the things I learned is if you're not an idiot, you know, because I've hired a lot of people, okay? And the thing is, if you're not an idiot, then I can teach you pretty much what it takes to get a job done. I can teach you that. What I can't teach you is how to not be an idiot. Hopefully you've already got that, okay? So, and since you guys, I think you crossed that bar by a good margin, you're not idiots, okay? So I think you could actually be good if you want to do that. Does anyone have an interest in that at all? Yes, no, not really?
I have an interview lined up.
Okay.
Restart in December for a summer internship.
Okay,
Do you know the wire?
I've heard of Wire, yeah.
But I was wondering about, because you said you're gonna print out.
Yep.
I wanted to bring that.
I will do that. When's your interview?
December 17th.
Okay, I will do this. I will get on the horn, see if I can't get those, well, I'm gonna be here next week. But
Is that
I'll
the
try to,
day before?
That's
Last
the
day of school?
day after the last day of classes.
Oh, after,
we should, the print shop's pretty good about turning stuff around, so I don't think we'll have a problem. And last couple times I've asked them, they've been really good about it. Okay, so we'll do that. Other than that, yeah, so the Revit stuff is really good, and yeah, and it just they've totally moved from they're basically a surveying outfit, and so what they do, which could be good for you guys too, because if you have any kind of overlap doing the other you know, CIT classes, then that could be a good thing. And of course, you know, but they do surveying and so forth. But here's the thing: everything is going Revit now. I told you this. It's like a prophecy. It's happening. So this could actually be the case. If you're interested in doing that, not a bad way, again, to get your foot in the door, make some money. You can make pretty good money doing Revit. You can. And so it's something you want to think about, and you could learn quite a bit. And if you're interested in either architecture, interior design, or even systems, and systems would be like putting in plumbing, HVAC, you know, that'd be heating and ventilation, you know, electrical, any of that kind of stuff. That's something you can get in, and they're looking for people to do this right now. So think about it. And if you're interested, shoot me an email and I can kind of like just get you connected with them if you want that. Let me know. Okay, so what I did here is this townhouse project is week 13. Next week, we're not going to have class. So week 14 will be on December 5th. So what we're doing right now is I gave you this. Now, you're going to notice that if you take a look at this, it's got this townhouse type of look right here. Now, what I did deliberately is I just did a unit of a townhouse. Specifically, townhouses are all connected. That's what they are. And this one, I didn't want to get too complicated, but you could actually take this and just mirror it, and you could take the wall out and connect them in this kind of thing. You could actually, this would represent one unit. So take a look at A101. What I did is these were this is actually what I did last year. And you're going to notice it's 35 by 25 feet. Now, that size, I would recommend you use that size, okay? Just because it's about all you need to get this done. You could make it a little bigger. So in that sense, I'm going to give you the flexibility to make this the way you want it to be. It should look roughly like what I've got right here, but you can make it a little bit larger if you want to. I wouldn't make it any smaller. You'll notice the stairs there. Also, I've got a kitchen there. I actually have a kitchen that I've actually kind of like worked on. It looks pretty cool. So that's part of it right there. Got a few things that are there. And then you also have a nice, so the floor plans there looks pretty good. Now, moving on, and there's also some stairs. Oh, I do have a bathroom there. Okay, so the bathroom is in place. Good. And then on A102, I deliberately left this one blank. Okay, that's what you're going to be doing. You are going to be laying this out. Now, on the second floor, you're gonna be putting in 3 bedrooms. You're putting in 3 bedrooms and 1 bath, or 2 if you want to put a couple small ones in. Your choice, I'll let you do that. But this is what you're gonna do with this right here. So you're gonna be putting in, however that works. So I deliberately left that one blank. The next sheet is the 3rd floor. Now, the 3rd floor, you take a look at that. That is like an attic space, and the stairs actually the stairs go up to the attic, don't they? Yeah, they do. So actually, in this particular case, yeah, I don't think, so that's gonna be smaller. That's gonna be like a stoop space really, as far as that goes. So when we do the stairs, we'll actually run them all the way up to the 3rd floor. We'll do that. Then you've got the schedule on page A104, and then you have a section, okay? We're gonna go through this right here. So again, this is a bit too much to cover in one night. If we did, it would be really rushing it, so I don't wanna do that. So we're going to work on doing the first basic elements tonight. That's what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna get it established, and then we should be able tonight to get it enclosed and put in our floors. Probably put the 1st floor pretty much together, and then putting in the windows and the doors. That's gonna be something you wanna work with, and then we'll take it from there. So that is how we're gonna start. So let's do this. What I'm gonna do right now is, okay, I can admit her. Okay, there we go. All right, Silvana said she wasn't gonna be here, so that's all good. Okay, let me show what this looks like. And what I'll do is for right now, I'm just gonna take over your screen so you guys can see this. And then we will move on to the next thing. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna show you my screen like this. Okay. You guys all seeing this?
Yep.
Okay. So this is what we have right now. This is actually the 1st floor of this, and it looks like it looks like I took out the plumbing information, but that's not a big deal. It's a small thing. So I got this going on here. Now, take a look at this now. Just let me show you what the 3D view looks like. Over here, we take a look at the 3D view. And when you take a look at this, the 3D view, oh gosh, this one. Okay, I thought I got the other one. Oh, well, let me see if I've got the other one too. Let me see real quickly, because I got 2 of these. Oh, all right. All right, well, that's okay. We can make this work too. That's okay. It's all good. So we got this going on right here, and this is basically what it looks like, and this is the thing. Now, as I take a look at this right now, this one is missing the shutters, okay, that we see on the other one. Also, we're going to put down a few other things. So let's do this. Let's review real quickly what we're going to be doing here on the assignment sheet. The assignment sheet, Townhouse project, weeks 13 to 14. So the first thing is create exterior walls. The base constraint is going to be level 1. The top is unconnected at 20 feet. So we're going to do that. We're going to create floors for levels 1 and 2. That should be pretty straightforward. There'll be the wood floors we've been using before. We're going to create stairs going from floor 1 to floor 2. Yes, we will. And actually, at this point right now, I'm going to have to take a look at this because I thought, let me see how it's looking. I think I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, my level 3. Actually, we're going to make the stairs run up to level 3. So that is a mistake. So get a pen and write down, just create stairs from floor 1 to floor 3. You just want to correct that. That's a little error there. We'll go over that. Okay, then we're going to make a shaft, okay, from floor 1 to floor 2. Then we're going to create a couple sections, and the sections are going to be there to help us to put in our stairs, make sure they look great. And also the other thing about that will be to examine it and so forth. So we're going to do that. We're going to create a gabled roof with a 912 roof pitch. Then we're going to, step 7, create a floor plan, including a kitchen, a dining area, living area, and bathroom on level 1. We're going to add doors and ceilings, and doors and windows rather. We're going to do ceilings for the 1st and 2nd floors. Ceiling type is gypsum wallboard on metal stud. And then step 10, using your own ideas and design, create 3 bedrooms on the 2nd floor, include walls, doors, and furniture such as beds. And then step 11, using your own ideas and design, create 1 or 2 bathrooms on the 2nd floor, include plumbing fixtures such as toilets, sinks, tubs, showers, and cabinets. All right, so that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to place ceiling lights and floor lighting, and we're probably going to stop somewhere right around there, 11, 12. We'll do that. Then we're going to get into making the other views. Okay, so let's see how this works. So first of all, I've got this going on right here. This is what it looks like. And this is what the project looks like, and this is what I have here. Now, in this particular case right here, what I did not do is I did not include my components, and I have some components here, and the components that I want here would actually be not the tub, but I actually want the toilet, And I also want, besides the toilet, I want I think I should have like a vanity type thing. So yeah, so here's the toilet. So I'm gonna take the toilet, I'm gonna bring this into here. And let's see here, how did okay, so the toilet's not going in there for some reason. Try this again. It doesn't want to go in there. All right, don't know why, okay. All right, doesn't want to do that. Well, it's okay, we'll continue on. Yeah, I've run a couple issues with this right here. So yeah, I'm on the right thing. Okay, well, we'll let that go and we'll keep on working with this. Okay, so we've got that going on, and then what we're going to do besides that is we will be, I do need a door right there. So I will place a door kind of quickly. I need a 36 by 80-inch door right here. And then, yeah, that goes right there. So I'm going to, this one, I'm going to go over here and the door is going to go here. Now that door needs to be 24 inches right there. That's a little bit too big. So I'm gonna make that 24 by 80. Yeah, 24 by 80 probably about better. Yeah. So bathroom doors not uncommonly are that size. So we got that going on there. So it's gonna go ahead and push that down like that. Okay. Another thing that I do not have all of the door tags in here, but you want to make sure you have door tags going on there as well. So just sharing all that information as we're going along here. Okay, then once we have that, yeah, for some reason that toilet's not going in there. So let me see if I can't make this, get my plumbing and do it another way. Not that I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this. We'll get to this other stuff later. So I'm just going to try this real quickly. Yeah, that one's fitting right there. Perfect. Not sure why the other wasn't going, but we'll go ahead and drop it right along here. And then the other thing that I have over here is a lavatory vanity right here. And this right here, I'm gonna take this, I'll drop that right there. Okay, so we have those. So we have those, that's a pretty straightforward thing there. And we see that same thing going on. Okay, so now that we have this, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and design this. So how do we do this? We go out to here to our Brightspace. And when we go to Brightspace, I've actually got this project. This is the Townhouse project. And we're gonna go here, we're gonna download the template. So the template's here. We'll go here and I'm gonna go ahead and download it. So I'm downloading that. Now, once we have this, it's going to start with everything we need. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to File, New Project. And I'm going to browse out to the template that I just downloaded, which should be out here. Not network, but let's go here to my computer. Okay. All right. Don't want that. Let's try the desktop. Cancel out there, try that again. Browse, and we'll try this. There we go. And this is on the C drive. Let's try it. Let's try desktop. There we go. And you want the download. So go to the downloads, and there it is. Townhouse template 2025, because we're using the 2025 release. So we'll go here and we'll hit OK, and then this comes in. So we have this. This is how we start. Now, I've actually got this all set up so that we can see what's happening here. And what we're going to do is we're going to start this by going ahead and putting in our first floor. Now, the walls for this one are brick, and they actually are with CMU. So I'm going to go over here, go to wall, and I'm going to, yeah, it's already here. Basic wall exterior brick on CMU. So I've already got it ready to go. And then what I'm going to do here is the size of it, I'm just going to go ahead and use the 25 by 35. And I am going, notice that I'm going to the center line of the wall. Okay, so this is going to be different than what we've done before. Over here, you're going to notice this wall center line. That's what I'm doing. And if you take a look at the sheet, you'll notice on sheet A101 that the dimensions are going to the center line of the wall. Can you guys see that? All right, so that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. So I'm going to start, and let's see here. I'll just go in this direction. So I'll go here. And now what is, you want to zoom in as you're doing this right now, because you're doing this, you want to watch the information as it's going in. So I'm going to go ahead and click here. Now look at that. You can see the details of the wall actually showing up. There should be more lines to the left, okay? Then I go up here and go 25. And then I go over this direction, 35. And then I go down here, 25 again. And again, you can make this larger if you want to. I wouldn't make it smaller. I don't think it'll work very well if you do that. So when I've done that, you should be able to zoom in and see this, and that's what your wall looks like. By the way, whenever you make a brick wall, you're gonna have an airspace. And that's what you have right there. That's what that blank area is. Okay, so once you have that, just to kind of like get an idea as far as we're at, we're gonna go here, and that's what it looks like. So it starts essentially like that. So that's what we're gonna start with. Now, once you start with that 35 by 25, and again, I'm just gonna go through the steps right here. And I think I did this right because I think it's, yeah, the defaults were what I have on the sheet. So you're good to go. So just use the default and you're good to go. Now, I'm going to create a floor for level 1. So I'm going to zoom out here. And so to do this, I'm going to go to floor and I'm going to floor architecture. And I've got a few goodies out here, but what I'm going to use for this is wood joist, wood finish. And for this one, I'm going to go ahead and go outside. Okay, I'm going to go outside to outside like this. And that's going to go just like that. Hit the green check mark. And that should have gone in perfectly. So let me take a look at it. I go here and, oh, it looks like, okay, it's still -1 foot for some reason. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. And if it does that, just go ahead and change the, see this right here? You just make that 0 feet. So it does that. Okay, now take a look there and okay, we're getting there. So that is what we're starting with. Looks like that so far. So far, so good. Now, going back to, we'll go to level 2. Now that we've got that, we could go ahead and do the same thing for level 2. We'll put a floor in for level 2. Now this right here, it's going to look like this probably. Now the reason why, anyone have a guess as far as why I might be seeing half of it? Okay, the view, or in this case, it's called the crop region. Now the crop region, check this down here. The crop region is this. You see how this, I guess if you've ever worked with any kind of software that does cropping, the universal symbol for cropping is like 2 L shapes, okay? So that's what this is. It's got a light bulb. That means if it's turned off, that means you can't see it. So I click on it, there's your crop region. So now you just grab it and you say, okay, I want to see it. That's all you got to do. So you got that open and you can actually see this over here now. So you got that going on here. So now what we're going to do is lather, rinse, and repeat. We're going to go ahead and put another floor here. Now this one is going to go to the inside. So I click on the inside, and this is actually using the, this is pick walls right here. Let's just go ahead and do this and that, and I go ahead and do that, and I hit my green check mark, and let's go ahead and say yes. Okay, see how that works. So we'll go to 3D, and it looks like that. Okay, there we have it. So now we have our 2 floors established, okay? Now we're actually gonna need a level 3 floor too. So we're gonna go here to 3. We have the same condition here. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up and see it, because right now we can't. Again, just thinking it through, and we have that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in a floor for the 3rd floor. So here, and do the same thing. This is pick walls right here. So we got to pick wall, 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 and wall, and hit the green check mark. And that goes, and we'll say yes again. Now at this point, it's going to be right at the tippy top, and that's okay. So far, so good. So right now, we've got our 3 floors established. Okay, huzzah. All right, so now that's an old English term for hooray, okay? Huzzah. Anyway, we'll move on. So now that we got that, we're going to create stairs. Now the stairs, we want them to go from level 1 up to level 3. And the stairs that we have on this other sheet, let me show what they look like here. So they look like this right here. So the distance here is 7 feet off from here is where they start, 7 feet. And then they go, and they're going to go from the 1st floor to the 2nd, and then we'll make them go all the way up. So that's what we're going to do right now. So let me show you this. Actually, that's probably enough right now. We'll stop there, then I'll show you the stairs. So let's stop here. So I'm going to name this. I'm going to save it as file, save as, and project. And this one, I'm going to save just to my desktop here. And this one, I'm going to call Townhouse Brennan. And I'm going to go ahead and call it Townhouse Brennan. And I'll call it 2. Townhouse Brennan 2. Oh, that's not the right one. Cancel it. I don't want that one. I want the other one. This one I want to save. So this one I'm going to save as project, and this one is going to be to the desktop, and this one's going to be Townhouse, and this is how you want to name it, Townhouse. And for this one, since I've got several different versions of it, I'm going to make it 11-21 and -24. So that's, I can identify it. Okay, so we got that. So I'm going to give you your screens back. And then we'll move on from here to the next thing. So let's go ahead and do those few steps here. Then we'll move on to the next thing. So stop there. And so you're gonna want to go ahead and do that and move on to the next thing. So. Did you already start yours, Ben?
Yeah.
No, I thought I took your screens over.
You did.
I did.
I did this before.
Oh, you did do it before?
Yeah.
Okay. Just,
Before you took the screens.
what's that now?
Before you took the screens.
Gotcha. Oh, man, nicely done. Nicely done. All right. So you guys get the hang of it. That's good. And you guys a couple minutes to work on that. So this is not real difficult. We've done a lot of this, which is good because I want you guys to have confidence. And if you are interested in actually getting a job doing this, and again, that's a decision you got to make. I can't even get my own son interested in doing this stuff. But if you are, it's not a bad way to go as you're figuring out what else you might want to do with your life because you can make decent money. So it's and you'll work with people who are doing some pretty cool stuff. And yeah. Also, this is actually in demand throughout the country, actually throughout the world. It really is. Although here's the cool thing. My son is in England. I told you about my son who's an architect in England right now. They're still, a lot of them are not using Revit yet. So the actual tidal wave is not really hitting there. It's just starting to hit there. So when it does, he's going to be, really in a good place because he knows this stuff. Yeah. When you guys are done with that, take a look at it in 3D so I can see you've got it done.
Professor, so do we build inside of the square or outside? Because when I joined the meeting, you were halfway through it.
Okay, that's good, Soraya.
For the level 3 floor, do you want an offset on that or is 0 fine?
What's that on?
For the level 3 floor, do you want an offset on that or just 0?
Zero should be fine for that one too. Yep, I think I made mine all
I
three.
remember when you did it, it was like a little bit more sunken in, mine was flush. So.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, it might have been because The minus
-1, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, for that one right now, that's, okay, whatever the default, what I do there, I can't see, it's this right here. Yeah, mine went down -1, 2, yeah, it should be 0, you're right. And I'll do that for the second floor too, so, what I'll do is I'll hide this floor, this is kind of a cool thing here, hide this element, and then I just grab this floor, see that? So it's really easy to do this once you get a little, it's taken me a while to get this familiar, but once you're this familiar with it, it's kind of nice. But I just hid that little piece right there, then I'm gonna put it back in. So you click on this and you unhide it. And so you just, making stuff disappear and bring it back in is like a big part of what you do here in Revit. Okay, looks like you guys all pretty much have that.
We just did the walls and 3 floors.
Great. Okay, all right, so now what we're gonna do is, now that we've done that, I think you guys are all good with that pretty much. Okay, so you all got that. Okay, now we're gonna put the stairs in. And
This green is alright.
all right, I got people asking questions. Hold on a second here.
Professor, can you hear me okay?
Okay, good. All right, now that we got this right here, we're gonna move on to the next thing. So I'm gonna take your screens over again. And so yeah, save your work and then I'll take your screens over and move on from there. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna take this over again. So I'm gonna go here and okay, good. All right, now okay, here we go again. Can you guys see my screen now? Okay, good. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in stairs. Now, we talked about stairs. The way you want to put stairs in, you want to put stairs to go from the bottom to the top. So we're gonna go here and we'll start from level 1. So go to level 1, which is right here. Now, when you go to level 1, I'm gonna put the stairs in right here. And I want to put them 7 feet away. So to make sure they're 7 feet away, I can make a reference plane. We talked about this. It's just like a little line. So I'll just go ahead and take this little line. I'll put it right there. And I can't see it now, so I have to tell it I want to see it. So I went ahead and turn that off. Okay, so that's okay. And now, if you can't see it, which is okay, which you probably won't, I'm going to go here and reveal hidden elements, and there it is. This is how you do this. If you can't see something, if it gives you that message, you just go ahead and you go to your hidden elements, which is this little light bulb down here. And I'll show you that, which looks like this right here. It's this light bulb here. That's, if you hover your cursor over that, it's going to say reveal elements. Okay, so I've got it this way, I've got it that way. So now this is what I want to see. So I click on that, I right click, I go to unhide and view the category, and then I do this. And now I see that, and that's all I wanted. Now, what I want is I want this 7 feet away from the edge. So I'll go here and I'll go ahead and type in 7. Boom, that's all you have to do. So now I can use this as my line. Whenever you are working in Revit, you can always just go ahead and do that kind of a thing. By the way, this would be a really useful video for you guys to go back and forth in if you need, just after you leave here, if you want to do this. Now, we're going to put the stairs in right here. Basically, they go right here, and they're going to go right there. They're going to go from level 1 up to level 2. So I go here to stair, and I think everything's already all set. So I'm going to go to level 1 to level 2. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Left is correct. So watch this. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to click. I'm going to start it right here. I'm going to pull it right down this way. Look at that. And then it stops when I'm done. I see that. Go here. Don't stop if it looks like this. Pull it all the way to the end. And then when you're done, you're going to click, and there's your stairs. Okay, now I'm going to hit the green check mark, and then check this out right here. Now, let me ask you a question here. What do you suppose these dashed lines are? Any idea what this area over here might be? Right here?
A wall.
Actually, it's the stringer. Okay, it's the stringer. You know when you look at a deck, You see like the notched out areas? That's what that is. Inside stairs have those too. When you're working in a building like this, they're gonna be made out of metal, and essentially it's this it's L-shaped ladder type thing that goes up. That's what that is right there. Now, in this particular case, that's gonna be wood, and so that's what that is right there. Now, to see this a little bit better, I'm gonna go down here and I'm going to make this hidden line. When I make it hidden line, you get a little better idea as far as going on there. And so my stringer up here is actually, can you see how it's submerged in the wall?
Yep.
Okay, and that's, dirty, bad toilet, as we say. We don't want to do that. So highly technical language. But the thing is, you don't want it to look like that. So I'm going to do this and I'm going to bring this like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to align it. So I go over here to modify. And when I go to modify, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to use this, which is my align. I go to align and I want to use this line. And then I'm going to go ahead and I want to align the edge of this to go there. So let's see here. Go ahead.
Professor, can you do the stairs again? Because I didn't quite see it.
Yeah, I want to grab this part right there. Boom. And then just shoves it right out there, which is what I want to do. So now the stairs, they look like that. And that's what we have. Looks like I've got another question here. All right. Okay, I've got a request to do that one more time. So I'll do that one more time. All right, so what I've got here is I put that together. So I'll do it one more time. Just go ahead and click on that and delete it. They came out so good though. I don't want to have to do it again. All right, so you put in you put this in right here. Okay, that's 7 feet away. You can move it later too, but you go to your stair, which is here. So you go to stair, it's going level 1 to level 2. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make the run. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to start it, start it right from there. And I'm going to go in this direction. So when I go there, I just pull it along like this and we'll do that. And once I've got that, it's in place and I hit the green check mark and we're good to go. Now at this point, it's actually not, lined up as I want to. I want to line up against the gypsum drywall here. So I'll use the align command. So I go to modify, which is here. You click on the modify tab and use align. Align, you click first what you want to where you want the thing to go, and then you do that. And then you have this, and there are your stairs. That's just how they are. Now that I have that, I want to take a look at them and make sure they came out okay. Now to do this, I'm going to put in a section. Okay, so I put the stairs in. Now to see them, I want to put in a section. This will let me see them. This is the next thing right here. Well, that's probably enough right there. Let's do the stairs. So we're going to put in this right here, which is your this is your reference plane, 7 feet, again from the edge. You're just going to pull the stairs up there and you're going to align them. Let's do that step now. So I'll give you back get this back to you and we will take it from there. So go back to here and I'm going to stop showing this and you guys should have your screen back. And so that's the next thing. Go to level 1. You're going to run the stairs up from level 1 to level 2. So just go, I'm breaking this down to bite-sized chunks and you're going to go ahead and do that. All right. Looks good there, Ben.
I'm trying to find where to click for the line. I'm at the bottom of the stairs.
Drywall first.
Which is that one?
Yeah, also, if you
Oh,
use,
drywall first.
yep, and it's probably gonna be easier if you use hidden line. That's why I changed mine. It's too hard to do with all that stuff showing up, too hard to grab stuff. So if you change at the bottom of your screen, the visual style, if you make it hidden line, it'll make it easier for you. Okay, all set there, Michaela?
Yeah.
Okay, did you get that? Did you get that adjusted?
Is my, I don't know if mine's open.
Okay, if you go down to the bottom of your screen, bottom left, there, we've talked about changing the style. The visual style allows you to actually see it in hidden line or so forth. We talked about that. So let me put this up for you. And what I'm talking about is this here. The visual style down here, let me wait for a second. Let's come up here. Down here, can you see my cursor down here?
Yeah.
Right, this right here is how you can change it. This is what you're seeing right now. If you go here and make it hidden line, it'll make it a lot easier to see these lines.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah.
Okay, then once you have that, you're gonna use the align command.
Yeah.
All right, and the align command, you're gonna click on this right here, this line. This is the drywall. This edge of this, that's the drywall. So you use the line, you click on that first, and then you click on the stringer, this part of the stairs to align it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it's a line.
That didn't sound very convincing. Let's see here. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, who am I looking at here? Okay. Okay, all right, is that okay? Am I looking at your okay? Okay, yeah, you're good. You're good. All right, and then how do I pop this back out? Okay, oh, let's get you out of here. Okay, good. Okay, I think you guys are all set there. Soraya, you got that okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's continue. All right, so I'll go ahead and I will okay, show you the next thing here. So we go to going to take your screens again. And now that we did that, this is what it look. Can you guys all see it on your small screens? Can you guys? Okay, now watch this now. Now what we did here, next thing we want to do is we want to take the stairs. Okay, stairs are like this. Now I'm going to put a section line right here so I can see this because it's always important to see it. Now your section marker is right here. This is your section marker. So you click on the section marker. This is probably going to gripe at me too. I'm going to go here and go to there. And this is the same thing. None of the created elements are visible. Yes, I understand. So I have to go here and I have to turn it on. So I click on this and then I go ahead and I right click and I go to unhide and view right here. And then I go back down to here. So we got that. Okay, all right, so we got that. Now, once I've got that, we want to see it. So when you want to open one of these up, you double click here. You open that up and that's what it looks like, okay? So that is what this should look like. You guys with me so far? Right now, what we learned about before was to take these stairs and to run them from one level to the next, you click on them. Click on the stairs, they do that. Now, up here, this is the really cool thing about Revit. This shows up right here. All you got to do is select the stairs. It says, oh, I'll bet you want to do something here, which we do. So we want to go to select levels. And what do we want to do? We want to run them up to here. So you go to there, and then you click the green check mark. And boom, they go right up just like that. And that is how you go ahead and put those in place. So that shows us those right now. And so then I'll show you one other thing, and then I'll give you back your screen. So we got that going on. So you can see us poking out right here. Now, if you want to see a live version of this, we talked about this before, but you go down here and we go ahead and go to section box, which is right here. And this might be hard to see, but right here it says section box. We click on that. When you click on section box and apply it, oh, this is giving us a big one, which is okay. And I'm going to take this and shove this in until I'm just kind of like seeing that as it is right there. Then go here, and there we see it. That's what that looks like. Now, we talked about this before. What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture is the fact that there is not a hole in the floor. So that's what we're going to do next. But that's a section box. So those are the details. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a section. And then once you've made a section, you'll have to reveal it to yourself. And then once you've done that, you're going to take it and go from level 2 to level 3. Does that make sense, you guys? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go here and we'll do that. I'll give you guys that back. Is it helpful to do it step by step like this?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be backing off a bit like next time, but stairs are kind of rough. So I'm gonna show you guys got that. So I'll let you guys work on that. And then I got some questions here.
But how do you get the view of that?
Section.
Oh, it's like horrible. How did you get the split view where you cut the wall?
It's you would go to your 3D view.
Yeah.
And then you go to section box. Section box would be one of the details. I'll show you real quickly. So as you're taking a look at it, you're doing this right here. So in this view right here, I like your 3D view. I'll turn it off, then I'll turn it on. So I go here and I turn it off. Okay, that's what it looks like right there. But if you turn on the section box, you go over here and you click it there, and then you got to zoom out a little bit, and then you'll see it. And then you click on the section box, and then this just gives you a live section. It's just a really convenient way of seeing your progress.
Yeah.
The little controls let you go ahead and do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just couldn't find the section box.
Yeah. No, it's a lot to learn here, but it'll put you ahead of things once you know that right here.
And then do you click
Yeah, so when you guys get that done, if you could go to your 3D view so I can see you've actually got those stairs kind of projecting out of the top, that'd be awesome. And I know where we're at, and you're kind of not doing great, Soraya. That's good. All right, and okay, you already got yours there, Ben. Take a look at the 3D view. Let's see, make sure we got that. I think we're ready to go. All right, good. Okay, now, all right, I'm gonna take over your screens again. I'm gonna show you a few more things. Then I'm going to, I think you'll have enough to keep on moving here. So save your work, and I'm going to take over your screens again here. So I'm gonna save mine. Save that, and I'm gonna take your screens back over, and we will do this. Now, so next thing, over here, and I'm going to do this. I'm gonna show you this again. All right, now, what have we done so far? We've done steps 1, 2, and 3. Now what we need to do is step 4, which is make a shaft from floor 1 to floor 2. So now to do this, you go to level 1, and it looks like this. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and make a shaft. Now we talked about where the shaft has to go, and the shaft is actually going to go over on, well, I'll show you. So I'm going to go here, and I go to the architecture tab. This is where you find it. And then I'm going to go here to shaft. Shaft is right there. So I'll choose shaft. Now, what I'm able to do here is I can create a shaft. I'm just going to go ahead and make a rectangle. Easiest way to do it is make a rectangle. And I'm going to go from here. I'm going to pick this upper edge here. I'm going to bring it down right around until there's like, I'll just go ahead and bring it right up here against the wall. And I'm going to go right there, about that many risers. That should be about right. That's pretty typical. So I'll hit the green check mark. Now, at that point, I've just created this. Now, let's see if it actually looks right. So I'll go here to my 3D view, and we'll see that, hey, looky there, looks good. So that's what my shaft did. Now, the shaft cut the hole here. It actually cut this down here. We talked about this before. So I've got it there. And what I want to do is get rid of this -1. I'll make that 0. I don't know why it keeps on doing that. And I actually probably should have made this go up to level 3. So I'll just go and make it level 3 now and apply it. And now it looks like that. So that is how I'd go ahead and do that. So you make a shaft. So the shaft goes right there. We trace it out, and then you want to check the parameters to make sure the shaft is starting on the first floor, and you don't need that -1 foot. And then you'll do this, and then it just goes ahead and goes right there, which is great. And then that will actually take care of your. And I'm going to get rid of the. I don't really want these railings for right now. Might add them later, but for now I don't want them. All right. So I'll get rid of the railings. Okay, just get rid of those. Gives it a cleaner look. Okay, so we'll do that, and that is the next step. So the next step is make the shaft. So that is how you'd make the shaft. So I'm going to stop there and let you guys do that part. So that is, and again, I'm just stopping off in here because there's a lot of granularity going on. I didn't even take your screens off, did I?
Yeah, mine.
I do have yours? Oh, okay. Let me give it back to you. Okay, sorry about that. Stop. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I just did. Okay, very good. So that's how you go ahead and make that happen. So go ahead and put in that part, and then we'll move on to the. That's going to give you. That's the toughest thing right there. Once you got that, I can pretty much just cut you guys loose to begin to do your design work. So that is what we will do there. I think. Yeah, I think I'll show you how to make the roof too, and then that's probably about it. So for right now, let's go ahead and do that. When you're done, if you guys could do this, just so that I know you're done. When you're done, if you guys could just go ahead and go into your, just go to 3D view and let me take a look at it like this so I can see you guys have that. And just so you got your shaft in place, and that'll let me know when I can keep moving. Okay, looks good there, bro. Okay, Ben looks good. Sorry, looks good. Okay.
Do you want the railings on?
You can leave them on if you want. I got rid of mine. You can put them on later if you want to. I just kind of, to me, it's not a great railing system. I don't like it, but for me, aesthetically, I don't like it. In reality, you'd never pass code without it, but you'd want to have that.
You just never see spindles like going all the way up in like a house. You know?
No. And the thing is, typically what they do, so those are actually more of a commercial type thing. You typically just have a handrail. And I don't have a good handrail system, but you can download one. You can download handrail systems. You okay there, Michaela? You good to go? Audrey, you good to go too? Okay. So now that we've got that, we got the basics. And looking great, you guys. This is what I want. Now, those steps that we went through, these steps right here are really, after working with Revit for probably about, 6 years, pretty seriously, these are best practices. What I'm showing you, this is the best way to go. That's the most streamlined way to go ahead and make this stuff happen. Now you can tweak it and so forth. There's a lot that goes on. When you actually begin design stairs, the devil's in the details of stairs. I'll tell you that right now. But since we did this right now and we don't have a customer breathing over our back, we can do this. As long as they poke out where we want them to go, we're fine. As long as the customer is okay with that. And and then you can, there's a lot you could do with that besides that, but we're not going to get to that level. Okay, I'm going to take over your screens now, and I'm going to do this. Okay, so now that we have this, can you guys all see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to go here. Now what I can do is go back to here, and what I talked about before is over here. What I'm able to do is turn this section box on and off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now I'm looking at this. So now what's next? So we did steps 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. We did that. Now I'm going to create the gabled roof, and that's going to be a 912 roof pitch. Now this one, I'm going to go to level 3. And when I go to level 3, I'm going to put in the roof pitch. Now, the roof pitch that I have, if you take a look at the first sheet, you'll notice that I got it pitched from the front, and then it pitched to the back. So just a gable, kind of a classic look. So that's what we're going to do here. And I'm going to go over here to my roof. roof. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is, again, when you're doing this, you're going to select them. Now, this says overhang is 1 foot, and that's fine. I'm gonna define a slope here. I'm gonna define a slope. So I'm gonna define a slope on this side. I'm gonna define a slope on that side. Now, the others don't need a slope, or it'll be a hip roof. So I uncheck define slope. Go here and here. And you can do this after the fact too. I'm just doing it now so that it's, shows up a lot easier. So I'll go there. And would you like to attach the highlighted walls to roof? Yes, you do. You want to attach them. Now, once I've done that, look at this. This is your 3rd floor. See how the roof line is like this? That's because it's cut. It's cutting out part of it. So therefore, you're only seeing the wall in the areas that are actually not. Because have you ever been in a house, like an old school house that's actually got a roof and there's an attic and the roof actually kind of does this right here and you kind of got to stoop and be in the middle? That's what's going on there. So what's going on right here is that is actually a 4 foot offset from the floor. So right around 4 feet, which is right here, that is actually where you're seeing the roof. When you get in the corners, it's under 4 feet. That's why you're not seeing
It's a
that.
bit
So
painful.
what's that?
It's a bit painful when you stare up to that.
Yes, it is. Yes, if there's nails through it, it can be even worse. Like the old school one. So my son actually, he bought a house. Humboldt. You ever seen Humboldt Street? In the cities in North Winton.
No.
All right, it's a nice neighborhood. They bought this house. It was they bought it in I think 2021 or 2020, and it was 100 years old, about 100 years old, which made me a little scared because I never bought a house that's my first house
My
was.
grandma's house is like, the 2nd oldest house in Southfield.
In where?
Well, it's on Union Street,
Okay,
so it's like the 2nd oldest house on Union Street.
in Rochester.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, all right. Wow. So your family has been in possession of it the whole time?
I think so, we just sold it, so.
Oh, you did?
I think my house is 1923.
Okay, all right. Is it also like in one of these big neighborhood type things? or-
It's in Brighton.
Okay, yeah, all right. Very
There's a
cool.
couple houses
We
that,
still have a milk.
that are
Oh, yeah, do you?
around, that are on the list that my dad knows who owns those houses too.
Really?
Mhm.
Well, here's the thing. So the old construction, there's a lot to be said for it. There really is. Plus, when we got in and we took a look at these walls, you know how 2x4s are 3.5?
They were 2x4s.
They are 2x4s. And they are sturdy. Here's another thing too. If you ever look at if you get a chance to look at the wood and actually look at how tight the grain is, it's actually much tighter because it was virgin forest. Okay, so these had been there for however long, hundreds of years, these trees were. Now what they do is Georgia Pacific. My dad used to work for this company called West Virginia Company. And West Virginia Pulp and Paper. What they did is they actually made paper products, and a lot of it was cartons. Okay, cartons, like for instance, everything you have comes in a box. Well, that's what they made. And so what you do is it became this huge industry post-war, because what happened is shipping took off, commercial stuff took off, being able to put stuff in trains and trucks, began to take off. So what they began to do is they had to find a way to package stuff. My dad was right place, right time. So he actually had been to MSU. They had this thing called, he was in the first materials class where they actually taught our word materials, which was cardboard, one of them. So anyway, so he's making cardboard stuff. And so anyway, where am I going with all this stuff? Well, the point is, when you got that right there and you got cardboard, where am I going with that? So it's like I was talking about the old house and so forth. Oh, okay, yeah. So here's what they do. So these companies, what they did is they would take down these huge swaths of forest, and there's nothing there. And so people would get hey, what are you doing? Kind of a thing, as they should, And so what they did say, okay, and also they thought, if we keep doing this, there's going to be anything to use in 50 years. And so they began to replant them, which they're doing. And so they're replanting them. However, a tree that's 20 or 30 years old, that you're harvesting for 2x4s is not the same as a stand of trees that's been sitting there for the last 200 years. And so that's just how it is. So anyway, the wood is of different quality. So anyway, moving on from there. So that's what you got going on there. And so that is what's happening in there. That's why that looks different. Now let's examine it. Let's see if our roof came out okay. And so our roof came out pretty good, I think. I dare say I think it did. Yeah. And so if I do this, now that's my front. I'm putting my front right here. So that's it. So that looks like. Now, that is actually, once you got it this way, you got it enclosed. That is what we want right there. And you guys have done roofs before, so I don't even think I need to do much besides that. One of the cool touches that I actually used here, which I thought was kind of neat, if you go to your windows, there are these windows in here, and I've actually got these, which are kind of cool. You've got these windows, these fixed octagons. It's kind of cool. Watch, I'm gonna take this and put it right up here. Boom. And I can go ahead and you can, place these, you can actually put in some lines right there, but I kind of like the way that looks. And so what you would do then, if you want to put those in to give you that kind of look here, you would go to your elevations. Like if I go to, that would be my east, I think. So I go to east right here. See how that's off right there? Remember I talked about we can make a reference planes? These are how you do this. You go ahead and go here and say, I want a reference plane. I want to go right down here. Pretty easy. And then you could say you want it however far down. And or you could put it right here and align it with this and then put it up from there. So that's probably gonna be the easiest way to do it. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to change this so I can see it better. Now watch this. I'm going to take this and I'm going to bring it right over, right around there. Okay, it kind of goes like that. Then I can move it up a bit, so at that point, just going to move it up, roughly about like, something like that. Okay, so we got that. So that's how you go ahead and take those and move it around. Then I'll do the same thing for the west side. West side, same thing. And I've got this, so I'll do this. Now notice the reference planes, by the way. See that? You can still see it. Kind of cool. And the reference plane still visible, allows you to take this and take it and kind of bring it right to here, which I'll do. And I'll do the same thing. I'm just using my arrow keys. Just kind of bringing it up. And, I could also measure it out, but for right now, I'm just going to do that. So then when you do this, you take a look at this and you got that kind of look. So you got your, anyway, if you want to do that, that's available. I kind of think it gives a little bit of character. So you got that going on and that's happening. Now, once you've got that, once you got the roof and once you have the windows, we're going to take this till probably around 8 o'clock. And what we're going to do is we're going to, because I definitely want, there's some more stuff I'm not going to show you just yet, but you know enough now to do that. I will show you, I will show you one more thing, and then I'll let you guys can take over. I prepared a kitchen for you, and I'd recommend that you use it. I've actually designed it, and I made it look pretty good here. And okay, now the kitchen, I'll show it to you, and then you can put it where you want to put it because it can be flipped around and so forth. But what I did with this kitchen, I got this complete kitchen right here. And if you take this and drag it, you can take it and put it in. See that right there? So I'm gonna press my do this right here. I'm gonna take it and drag it, put it right around. This is actually a great place for it right there. Now, when I drop that here, let me show you what it looks like. It's kind of cool. So I brought this in here, and you don't have to use this. You could go ahead and I put a bunch of, Revit candy in there with cabinets and appliances and stuff. You want to do it yourself, you can. If you want to use this one, it's a pretty easy way to go. And then you go over here and you go to camera. If I take a look at this, bada boom, bada bing, you got that. Now this actually fits in really nicely. And you can actually put windows right along here. I left, the original one had a bunch of stuff here, but you got storage, you got all this, kind of creates a little natural thing here. And then you go there and that's what it looks like, which is actually not a bad little kitchen right there. So you've got that going on. So again, that is something you could easily put in right there. And so as you're designing this, I would just take a look at that. And if you want to, I told you before that if you wanted to go and find other content, you could. There is a place called Revit City. And if you guys want it, you could go. Did I show you Revit City? I didn't show you that? Okay. Let me show you real quickly here. This is what you can do here. Now, I don't remember what my sign-in is, so I'm just going to make a brand new one here. So what you do is you go out here. I'm just going to go to Google. And when you go to Google, I'm going to go out here, and I'm going to just type in Revit City. And the reason I use Revit City is because they're free. And Revit City, I'm going to make a brand new one right here, okay? Okay, I want to share. Okay, should be able to share this screen. What's it doing here? All right. Screen, okay, share it, okay. Okay, good. So this is actually going to make it on the video. Okay, so go here, trying to find Revit City. We'll go back to here, try this again. RevitCity.com, and hopefully it'll come up. It's like watching the Tyson fight. Please stand by. Sorry, did you watch the Tyson fight?
I did.
What'd you think?
He was winning.
Yes, it was a dud spud. It was a dud spot.
My
And
girlfriend was the best one.
what's that now?
Yeah,
The
that one was
war.
brutal.
It was brutal.
I,
The girl, oh yeah, the girls were, yeah, they're pretty serious, man.
I didn't wanna give them my money, so, and I did find the bootleg pirated version of the live stream, so. I
Oh, did you?
watched that.
I was watching it on Netflix, and the thing is, I use my son's who's in England, so I'm using his. So I got to see it for free. So I watched the undercard, and the first one, I was really rooting for the challenger, you know, Serrano, and who's the other guy? Anyway, so I was watching that one right there, and I was just kind of like, I thought that the guy had a lot of, he just had a lot of spirit. You know, it's like he wound up, you know, losing on points, but they both got a knockdown. And so when you see a challenger knock someone down, I was thinking, whoa, you don't see that all the time. And yeah, but I guess that there's quite a bit of controversy about the women's fight because
Yeah.
Katie actually, who won, she's Irish, and I'm Irish, so I kind of root for her anyway. But she actually probably lost on points, and is what they thought. So that's what they said. Is that what you thought too?
I know that the other girl, she landed like 100 more punches than the Katie.
Yeah,
So I was like, okay, that's something, but I don't know.
but there were no knockdowns, right, in that one? No? All right. Yeah, the time.
There's a lot of holding.
Yeah, a lot of clutch. Yeah, it's funny. It's like back when I was a kid, the fights that we'd see, and I didn't see these, you know, because it was so expensive, but you'd see them later on ABC's Wild World of Sports, and they'd show like you know, the Ali Frazier fights. Oh my gosh, those were 15 rounds, a couple of heavyweights, and just going at it. I mean, just like this was not rigged. And the thing is, they're basically barely standing up, and you watch this thing, man, and they both after the fight. The thing that's cool about that is the level of respect these guys have for each other. These warriors, you know, it's just like it's a pretty cool thing. So trying to make Revit City work, and it's not working. Let me try this again. I'll try this one more time. For some reason, it's not giving me what I want here. So let me try this again. I'm gonna try this. Go into Google, and I'm typing in. I'll type in Revit City all the way. Revit City like this. Okay, so there's RevitCity.com. So go here. Maybe the website may be down. There's another one though, so I'll try another one. The other one, oh, is it going to go there? The other one's called BIM Object. So if I go here, this is another one, BIM Object. Right down here, BIM Object. Okay, now this one, well, this one, yeah, this one does come up. Okay, now check this one out. So I'm going to accept all cookies and do a free sign up right here. And the free sign up, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And I'm just going to put in, all right. Okay. Okay, we should be okay there. And I am a student, whatever. I'll just go ahead and say, sure, I'm a student. Why not? Okay, we'll do that. And we'll do this. And I'm mostly in architecture. Right. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go there, and that should be enough right there. And I agree, and boom. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna check and verify I got the mail. Let's see if it did. Okay, there it is. Okay, now what you do is I'm gonna verify my email, and we are good to go. Complete. So, okay, skip that. And that should bring that to here. Now, what you do here, now I'm ready to go. I'm ready to download stuff. So if you want to get some other things right here, this is what you do. You go here and you can actually just type in what you want to do here. Set preferences. We're good. Okay, I think we're good to go here. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to search. Now, when you go to search, this is where you can actually go here. And let's say I want to look up something like kitchen complete, you know, and or complete kitchen. We'll do this. Now, when you go here, look at this right here. You got all these bits and pieces here. So you got different stuff here, and then you also have faucets. You got all, you know, soup to nuts. It's all here. And the thing I like about Revit Cities, they actually do have complete kitchens. Let me try this again. Complete kitchens. So we can do that. But this is how you can find other Revit candy. And It's all out here. Yeah, it's not, I'm not getting a good one here, but you get the idea. So you can do this, and if Revit City, oh, it finally came up, looks like. Oh, I didn't, I guess it didn't, so it's timing out. So there might be something problem. Well, World War III starting, you heard about that, right? So, maybe that's it.
Fun.
It's impacting us, okay?
Yay.
Did you hear about that?
What?
I'm not kidding. Yeah, actually, Russia's talking about launching into Poland.
Oh, yeah.
And, and they're, and who's gonna stop him? And the thing is, he's got China on his side and, North Korea, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, I don't think it's gonna happen, just saber rattling, they do this all the time, but you never know, it's always, no one's ever used nukes until someone does. And so, anyway, hopefully we don't
Moving
find
up
that
the
out.
list to now 65% chance of it happening.
Oh, is that what they said?
No, that's
Oh.
my opinion.
Well, you've seen the doomsday clock, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the doomsday clock, basically, it shows supposedly how close you are to a nuclear meltdown, the nuclear
It goes up
annihilation.
and then it goes down.
What's that?
I heard it goes up and down.
It does, like
It
when,
has
when
something-
Reagan was in, and he actually met with Gorbachev, and they actually signed the agreements to basically, back it off. I think it went from being 11:55 to being like 11 o'clock, so they backed it all the way a whole hour. So it's like, so it does go backwards sometimes. And of course, it's all about politics. I mean, you've got Kim Jong-un, is over there with a nuke, and he's crazy, so it's like you're kind of always a second before midnight with that guy around, but anyway, that's we'll move on to get off politics and we'll go to the next thing. So we got this going on here. You can put this kitchen in again. It's really good. Or you can download stuff from either Revit City or BIM Object, just make your own thing. You can download different content. A lot of it, like for instance, you can actually download name brand stuff too. Like let's say you want to get all the Kohler stuff. Let's say you want to design bathrooms. You can go ahead and download like all of Kohler's inventory, tubs, toilets, shower doors, you name it. If you want to go to Home Depot stuff, they've got it. Steelcase. I mean, all of them. Whirlpool. They've all got these websites. So we got that. So I'll give you screens back and let you guys put that up. You get the idea, and let you guys take it from there. So we're gonna go till like 8 o'clock tonight, and I think that'll give you time to make a pretty good jump on this. And then the other stuff I'll show you later, but we definitely want to do that, and we're going to do this. So we'll take it to around 8 o'clock tonight. So keep going. You guys are doing awesome.
Wait, why is one?
Yeah, that too.
Oh, because of the section box.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here we go. Come, Tom.
You said we can, are we going through more steps after this?
At this point, you guys have enough to go ahead and start to populate this. All right, so once you got this done, go back to the sheet, and what you're gonna do is, I'm not gonna show you anything else, but you've got your roof. Now you're gonna create your floor plans, and you're gonna work on, basically the different things that you see right here, creating your kitchen, your dining area, living area. Like I've got a basic sample right here on the sheet.
Yeah.
So you're gonna put that in, put some walls in, and then you're gonna populate the second floor with walls too. So you're gonna do all that. So that's gonna take a little bit of time. And then you're gonna wanna put in some ceiling lights and floor lighting, because I've got those. So take your time, and we're gonna do on this right now. So like I said, we'll take this till around 8 o'clock. I think 8 o'clock will be enough time. And then next week, what we're gonna do, we'll come back in here and we're gonna finish it off by adding a little bit more detail to it. So that's gonna get us a pretty good start.
So it doesn't have to look exactly like.
No, no, it does not. I'd actually prefer if it doesn't. And one thing I did not do, but I will mention it to you, is you guys want to use you guys want to tag everything. So go here, just use tag. I'm gonna use tag. Yeah, tag everything. Over here, and I want to delete mine. So. Remember these two. One thing that I didn't include in this is a laundry area. Don't worry about that. We just understand if we did a basement, we could put them there, but we're not gonna worry about that. Because again, if it's a townhouse, there would be a common laundry area, somewhere in the basement, most likely connected. Make sure you save your work often.
So we're doing the first and the second floor.
Yeah, we'll start it. You may refine it next time, but let's plan on taking it till 8 o'clock. And that should give you a good idea. And then we're going to, next week, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do more of like putting in the lighting and so forth. We'll put the lighting in the section and so forth. So this gives us a good start, and then we'll move into that next time.
Okay, yeah, for those who never know, so the lectures, like the math, you understand? So we do the labs. I'll have to tell, he said up my, yeah, we'll see. Oh, yeah.
And so they would have walked right into that.
Okay, getting pretty close to 8 o'clock. And again, if you want to push a little bit, but I think stopping 8 o'clock probably makes sense because getting into the next stuff is going to take some time because we've got to work with ceilings and ceiling lights. We're going to get into rendering and stuff, and doing that, we're going to do some nice renderings here. Go to the wall section, going to put it on sheets, and we're also going to put in concrete, and we're also going to put in trees and so forth around there. So we're gonna be doing that next time. So start to wrap it up right here, and that's pretty much where we're gonna stop. If you need more time, that's totally fine. And we'll be definitely doing more. So if the creative juices are flowing, keep going. You know. And one thing I will show you as I'm working on this right here is I'm gonna add my shutters, okay, just because I like the way they look. And we've got shutters out here, so I'm gonna put those in.
Do you want the papers back?
I'll tell you what, yeah, I'll keep them because it's like that way it saves you from not having them next time. So that's good. All right. All right. Well, nicely done, everybody. Looking good. And so next time we will put the finishing touches on this. Good. Thank you, sir. All right. All right. All right. Thanks. All right. I have not peeked. I don't know what you guys have done yet. So so it's going to be kind of fun when I take a look at it. So we'll see. Yep. Thanks, good night, you guys. All right, all right. Okay.
We're gonna
And you too, thanks.